So you gotta hope for good RNG, absolutely. But at the same time, watch your back.
Yeah, I mean, well, even Dave is now with the practice just showing us exactly what we mean. Just setting up things that fall onto perfectly reasoned plays that just keep delivering even more and more setups that make this very efficient. So we'll see.
And you can see every time he's setting something up, he's always putting it into an advantageous position. You kind of see right here in row number 2, he's got everything set up there to clear those 2 viruses down the bottom, just like that. And he also has everything ready. He can clear out column 8 horizontally. So everything looks really good in terms of his play. It's gonna be interesting to see how this style will hold up as we have readies from both players. We're counting it down in 3, 2, 1, go! And we will be off and running with game number 1. And already a double combo from Dave Smith.
Yeah, a very double friendly board for Dave currently.
Yeah, looking pretty good right now, though his yellows are going to be a little concerning. He's already clearing out some garbage right away. Good job there.
Yeah, those reds on the right side are going to stall him a little bit. If he could get some reds, then it's ready to just start jumping on that right side.
Yeah, now Dave Smith is having a little bit of trouble with yellow. He's got those 3 that are buried underneath that entire arch of red, while Packie has a very compact board, looking to do some very efficient drop times right here. Everything's looking very sharp right now, just like his hair. I have to think perhaps that Packie may have gotten a haircut just to increase the airspeed between him and the buttons.
Yeah, it's aerodynamic strats that also.
Exactly.
Well, it seems many of our players are bringing that this month.
It also could be the notion that we can actually have our haircut again. Yay! All right, and looking at the scores right now, Dave Smith is down to 4 viruses, Packie down to 2, down to 1. Just needs 1 more to go. He's out at level 6 at a 127. Dave Smith waiting for 1 more red.
Yeah, what he's been waiting for the entire.
Oh my goodness!
Entire level. There we go.
He'll get it, and he's out at 142.
Not terrible for the RNG that they was getting there, so he's still on the fight.
Yeah, absolutely, and his board looks pretty diverse right here, so this is going to be a great chance to score some doubles right there, and he gets it immediately as I say that. Nicely done.
Meanwhile, Packie also having a very friendly board if he can just set up the right combos there.
Yeah, it looks like he's setting up a little combo there in column 2 once he finds an ideal yellow piece, and I think he's got it right here. He does, and that'll disappear the reds in column 2.
Yeah, nice realization, Packie, that those reds are set up so they can be taken both at the same time. There we go.
Great tuck there, too, by Packie. Gets a nice little clearance there.
Now it's basically a very yellow-heavy board for Packie, but he has a lot of things set up, so that gets done.
He's setting up a cross clear, but looks like he didn't get the piece. He just went ahead and went for it right away.
Yeah, I think it's not the greatest idea to just wait for a specific pill at this point. You just want to get done with this level and move on.
Yeah, and that looks like that's what Packie's doing right here. He's got things set up to clear those out. He just needs 2 more yellows and he'll be done. There it is. He'll be out at 307, moving on to level 8. Dave Smith, though, having to deal with a bit of a burial issue, but he's got it open. Just needs 2 more yellows. He's not going to be far behind at all. He'll finish level 7 at 321.
That was looking a little bit rough for Dave, but a great way of clearing all of that up.
Yeah, and a nice little clearance of garbage there from Packie to keep his board nice and clean.
Not a lot of yellow for Packie on the top line.
Yeah, nothing right there. It's his second lines and his third lines, that's when it'll get really yellow heavy. Nothing really too much you can do with that, unfortunately. What a nice little retuck from Dave Smith. Bringing him back into a tie with Packie right now. Got a nice 3 clear. And now holding on to about a 2-virus lead.
So far, good RNG for Dave, since he didn't really need a lot of blue, but wasn't getting blues that weren't useful. All of them were with some yellow, and that was what was needed to get rid of the right side.
Yeah, and he's making good use of drop times. There's a nice 1 drop, and he's clearing out some room. Oh, he's going to have a nice situation if he can put it together. There's a clear. That'll clear the blue underneath. Great play from Dave Smith.
Yeah,
holding on to a lead, but barely. Packie's going to clear the yellow. Just needs a blue. Dave Smith is ahead.
Yeah.
Out at 451. Packie down at 454. It's going to be a tight one here for game number 1.
That was a tight turn there by Dave of appeal, just at the right moment.
Yeah.
And
what a great combo there from Dave Smith. Brings it down to a 10-virus lead.
Yeah, Dave being extremely efficient, just setting things up, and I mean, those horizontal plays that if you see them, they're just going to get you at the top of this match.
Yeah, it's looking very good right now. He's got about 10 virus advantage right now. Packie might have to put on a little aggression here, as it's now a 15 virus lead for Dave Smith Says.
Yeah, Packie getting stalled there by RNG, needs a lot of blue, and Mari's not giving it.
Unfortunately, not the case here. Good little clear there. Another 0 clear from Dave Smith. He's going to wait for... Looks like he's going to wait for a yellow-blue to clear those viruses horizontally. And he decided to abandon ship on it. That's fine. He's got plenty of time, plenty of room. And he'll clear that out. And then a horizontal clears it at 6:18.
Wow.
Dave Smith Says takes game number 1. Oh, and I have some news for you. That is a hot time! That is the 3rd fastest time in round 1 in the Dr. Mario Monthly Tournament. What a great run from Dave Smith Says to take game 1.
Yeah, like we said, you have to bring the big guns to face Packie, and the way to do it is just to go for a quick a low 6 to just take it.
Yeah, and Packie will finish out at 6:57. Again, sub 7 is a great time, but Dave Smith just blew out the doors in that first game. Unbelievable game 1 there from Dave Smith. He'll take game 1. A win in game 2, and Packie will be out in round 1, which I don't think has ever happened before.
I mean, we are seeing this is probably one of the craziest tournaments of ever, really. I mean, some things, strange things happening on the qualifiers, and then it's a strange bracket that we are seeing, and now who knows what might happen as we get started.
We are off and running now for game number 2, and not really a fan of Dave Smith's board right now. Doesn't have a lot of room to do any work with red. But he's starting to clear that up right now.
Yeah,
nice job with it.
Yellow heavy there, so yeah.
Doing pretty good right now. Again, keeping his variety nice and consistent. But right now it's Packie with the early lead, but only by a couple of viruses. Not much available to him at the moment.
Oh, is he gonna swim it? Oh, he tried to swim it there, but
it didn't happen there, unfortunately. Nice horizontal clear there from Dave Smith. Looks like he's going to clear those yellows underneath. Getting a little hesitant though. Maybe the adrenaline's getting to him a little bit. Oh, what a swim from Dave Smith!
There we go. He got a second
Incredible
chance.
move. And another tuck underneath there. Great play. Packie will be out at about a 110. So Dave Smith's going to have to kind of put on the gas a little bit. He's got the right pieces, though. He'll be out at 123.
Yeah, they're just waiting there for the right pills, so that the garbage wasn't garbage and actually was a setup for the viruses underneath.
Yeah, good cross clear there from Dave Smith. He's going to keep himself afloat. And again, he's only down by about a handful of viruses. This is not a bad situation for him to be in. He swims another block in there. That is just incredible.
Yeah, they're having to be a little bit creative since there's not a lot of yellow. So anything that has some yellow, he's going to have to find somewhere to place it and not be too much of a problem.
Yeah, and a good little tuck there from Dave Smith, keeping himself alive. He's only down by about 4 viruses at this moment. But Packie's got a bit of a high platform for his final few viruses. This might cause a little bit of a problem for drop time. But he's getting the right pieces. He's going to be just fine. Oh, and that's going to be a perfect piece, too. He's out at 227.
Yeah,
what an amazing time there.
And meanwhile, Dave just getting stalled there by RNG. No reds to clear all of that on the right side.
But looking pretty good right now. He's keeping things nice and clean. He should be out relatively soon. Yeah, he's getting everything prepped up. It looks like he's going to build a little stairway to take care of the right side.
Okay.
Packie right now into level 8. Got another tuck there.
Still no reds for Dave. There we go. Some reds.
He's getting the right things he needs. He just needs one more blue. Oh, but that red barrage was not going to help. Alright, he'll be out at 315. But he's a bit behind right now. Looking to be about 20 viruses at the moment, so he's got to really tone up the aggression here.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a slow level 7. You want to be out at around 3 minutes or even less, but it was mostly RNG, really.
Yeah, looking at Packie's side of the board, he's already down to 8 viruses remaining. It looks like he's the pressure from the match point here is kind of really putting him to another level here.
Yeah, I mean, never count out Packie. You're going to see him just get it into 5th gear and start smashing pills down.
And that's kind of what he's doing right here. Although the RNG is starting to slow him down a little bit. Is he going to try for a double red? Looks like he's waiting for it. But it's not going to happen here. So he'll do that. So he'll take a red. Oh, it's getting a little high right now.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
Ooh. Yeah, that was a little precarious. Good way to spend some time to clear it out. He'll be out at a 430, at about a 427, going into level 9, keeping himself alive.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to just top out there when you're 1 virus away from finishing a level, but so great job there by Packie.
That is absolutely the worst.
Okay, Dave, again getting a little bit hung up by RNG. They're doing some horizontal plays, nice.
Yeah, but looking pretty good right now. Building things up very nicely. Yeah, he's keeping things trying to keep it within a 1 drop limit, and that's the right way to do it. But looking at Packie, he's already down to 23, 22 viruses, 20 viruses now. He is just blitzing through level 9.
Yeah, just putting as much distance as possible from Dave. He knows he needs some advantage just to make sure this goes to a 3rd game.
Yeah, Dave Smith is into level 9 at about a 529. It's probably out of reach by now, but Dave Smith is definitely going to try his best to make it as close as possible. Packie kind of overdid it there on his extension, but he got it corrected. Looking pretty good for him right now. Got a little combo there. He's got 2 to go, 1 to go. And he's going to be done at 6:05! And he sets the second best hot time in round 1.
That's one way of coming back from being down 1-0. You just say, okay, you put a hot time, I'm going to put an even hotter time.
Yeah, wow, okay. So Dave Smith and Packie have both exchanged hot times for round 1 in this matchup. And we are tied up 1-1. And that means we gotta break up the apples because it's a decider. Winner of this match will face the winners of our next match, which will be Savage Octagon taking on some guy named JB. I don't know.
Yeah, we're giving them more time to get ready since we're going to this game 3, which is going to be nuts if those 2 first games are something to go by.
Well, we're counting it down in 3, 2, 1, go! And here we go. Game number 3. Winner moves on. The loser does not. I think that's how tournaments work, last time I checked. And both of them off to a pretty decent start. Both of them having to deal with some issues with red viruses, not having any available at the moment. But it will start building up later in the level. It's probably going to happen a little sooner for Dave Smith than for Packie. So Packie's going to probably have to hope for a little more yellow and blue in his field.
Yeah, Packie has all of the blues on the top part of the board, and that's basically all the viruses he had available until that drop there. And I think that Dave has a big combo just brewing there. If he can get those blues that are
he's
horizontal.
got it set up, and he's got the right blue piece he needs. He just needs another one. He's got it, and here they go! Nicely done there. Getting a little hesitant, though. Looks like it did not take down as much as he wanted, though. But he is in the early lead right now. Dave Smith down to 3 viruses. Packie is down to 7. So it's an early advantage right now for Dave Smith Says. And he's going to get the yellows he needs. He's out at 124. That is a phenomenal level 6 time.
Oh, I think there was a little bit of a misplay there by Packie, but he cleans it up very quickly.
Yeah, a little bit of a misfire there, but he's going to get out once the blue pops in. Once the blue pops in. There we go, 145.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have some misfires there at the end of levels. Usually you're going to be sitting waiting a little bit for the right pill.
Yeah, oh, great combo there from Dave Smith, and puts that little red garbage in column 2 into a prime spot.
Yeah, just playing this efficient game where garbage becomes actually something useful to play with.
Yeah, he's been very good with that. Although he's going to have a lot of red dependency right now. A lot of red-blue dependency because he's down to 1 yellow virus right now. He cannot get any yellows at this point.
Yeah, this is basically after you play very creatively around what you're missing, then you're going to be left with this sort of boards where, you're just waiting for pills.
Ooh, I probably would have taken that that yellow blue. Oh yeah, he's doing exactly what I would have done. He had another piece pop in, and it was the perfect spot. And he's going to get a little bit of a breather there with the drop time.
Oh, I think he's going to want to wait so that blue is still available. Yeah.
That's an ideal drop there. And he gets it. He's out at 313. Packie's not going to be too far behind, though. He just needs 2 more reds. And yeah, he's out at 324. Ooh, and Dave Smith already into a little bit of trouble, but gets a great clear!
Yeah,
what a combo!
Yeah, that was just Dave making us sweat a little bit, but he knew what he was doing.
He knew exactly what he was doing, but you know what? Anytime you're that close to the top, it's going to make you sweat.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you have to know exactly what you're doing and be very sure that nothing's going to go wrong there.
Yeah, because the moment something does, that's when you have to. That's when you top out and you have to start over, and that's not what you want to have. And I like this combo coming up here. Oh wow, yeah. Right now, Dave Smith looking at about a 7, almost a 10 virus lead right now. Just really putting on the Jets. I think Dave Smith can sense that he is very close to winning this game.
Yeah, and even if he doesn't, he knows he has to still keep the pressure on.
Yeah, but at a 435, Dave Smith moves on to level 9. Packie's got 9 viruses left. Yeah, Dave Smith's got a very significant advantage here.
439 is an amazing time to get out of level 8 there.
A nice combo there from Packie, but didn't really do much. It just cleared some garbage out of the way.
Oh, that blue is going to take some time to clear because it's very well buried there.
Yeah, unfortunately it is. But a double blue's really going to help him there.
Yeah.
Fortune smiles upon thee, and he's going to be out at 5-10. All right, Dave Smith is at 28, Packie's at 40. It's about a 12 virus lead for Dave Smith Says. Both of them going into level 9. This is going to decide it.
Yeah, Dave has to start working on that right side if he wants to not fall behind a lot there.
Both players doing a good job keeping their board nice and varied. Packie going to have to deal with some buried blues. Not too much of a problem. He can open up another blue right there. Oh, I see what Dave Smith is doing. Look at that. That is incredible. And the double reds are coming in perfectly.
Yeah, you have to go and see a lot of rows below there and have a whole vision of the board to set up those combos that Dave is showing us today.
Yeah, that is just amazing. Looking at about 5 to go, Dave Smith is on the brink.
Oh wow!
He's got 2 to go. Just needs a couple more blues. 2 more blues to go. 1 more to go, and it's Dave Smith Says with a 624.
Oh boy, he took Packie out.
Here's the kicker. That is the 5th hot time for round 1. The hot times right now are Sarah Sparkle 602, Packie 605, Dave Smith Says 616, Dave Smith Says 618, and at number 5, Packie and Dave Smith are tied at 624.
Wow, I mean...
What an incredible upset in this tournament. Packie is dethroned in round 1. And it will be Dave Smith Says moving on to round 2. As Packie finishes out at a 7-13. Wow. What an incredible match from both of these players. Get your G's out in the chat, folks. That was an amazing match. And I suspect these guys aren't done with each other yet.
No, I mean, and this is showing exactly how much the scene has grown. Just anyone can take out the big players now. It's this is how it's starting to brew into the big tournament we want, where it's up for grabs.
It really is. Congratulations, Dave Smith. Moving on to round 2. Commiserations for Packie. You played a great game, man. I can't fault you.
What a fantastic match. I was watching out of the corner of my eye while I was getting some practice in. Looked over and like, wait, did Dave Smith Says hang one up on Packie? And then I stopped practicing. So,
good job.
What a fantastic match.
Good job.
That is, I believe, one of the biggest upsets we've ever had in the first round. So Dave Smith Says